Okay, I guess I'm live. Hey, everybody. I know there's no one in here yet, and I'm probably just talking to myself, but that's fine. I didn't want to do a pre-recorded because I hate to edit, and which I never did, but it's just quicker to do it this way because it'll be up and there. So probably wanted to be kind of quick. I just wanted to announce that on April 6th, which is a Saturday, we're going to be doing another sale. It'll be myself, Angie's Treasures, Gigi, and hey, Sandrine, and Vijay. We're going to be doing a sale April 6th on Saturday. And hey, Darcia. And I wanted to pop up, hey, Jen, to let y'all know we'll be here once again April 6th. Hey, Angie. Doing a sale, me, Angie, Gigi, and VJ. It's going to be 12 o'clock. Now, here I go, because I'm 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, my time, California time. I do believe Angie and Gigi's time, Florida and Maryland, not sure what time that is. It's going to be 3 o'clock. VJ's time, which she is in Missouri, I'm not sure what time that is, but that's going to be 2 o'clock. I think I'm right. Because I know VJ and I are in the time zones by ourselves. And I think it's Angie and Gigi that are together. They're together. So 12 o'clock my time, California. So I'm sure y'all kind of know your own time zone. Maryland, which is in Florida, which is Angie and Gigi's time. That's going to be, I do believe, 3 o'clock. And then 2 o'clock VJ's time, which is Missouri. And I sure hope I'm right. Tuesday. Okay. For you and VJ. Okay. So yes. Okay. I got it right. I'm trying to keep it in mind. So yes, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. All right. And we all just moved. Well, I'm going to just say California because everybody doesn't do it. We just moved an hour ahead and lost an hour or so. But I'm retired, so I can recover. But I do remember the days. I remember the days. Another thing I wanted to mention was this. I was at Dollar Tree. Was it Dollar Tree or 99-cent store? 99-cent store the other day. And look what I found. Now that's y'all. Now I know nobody can do, the machines cannot do crochet. And I know this was done by machine, and I got this at the 99-cent store, people. It was $3.99, as you can see. And I said, I'm just going to buy these so that I could show what we are up against. Now, had I done this myself as a knitter, I would in no way sell this for $3.99. It is. Oh, and that's not all. It's got the little pom-pom, but guess what it got inside? Special fluff. Special fluff. Okay, so it is a doozy here. So this is $3.99 at the 99-cent store. It is very warm. Like you see, I haven't worn it, but it's got special insulation. This is why it makes it so hard for us, And like I said, it's knitted. And as I know, and I'm going to say, I'm not going to lie. I've been, when I bought it, before I bought it, because even though it's, $3.99, I don't want to buy any junk. I was looking at it, stretching it, doing all this stuff. Trini said at least 30 to 40. Yeah, even probably more than that, because look at the cabling. Now, had someone done it by hand, the cabling, I'm not a knitter, but I'm sure that's not an easy task, on a hat. And then it stops, and then, they got the brim and stuff. But for $3.99, this is what makes our life so hard, as crocheters. It just makes, and then I found, now this one was $2.49, and it just said knitted hat. And as a crocheter, I know we do one that's similar. You make like a rectangle and you do the drawstring at the top and stuff. Now, I've seen people who do the crochet version of this sell them for $40.45 because it's all half double crochet. This is knitted by a machine, so I don't know how much a knitter would charge for this, but I damn sure know it ain't $249. It's not $249. Okay, so yeah, so that was that, and it's just a regular knitted hat. I mean, there's no reason for anybody not to have a hat. Cabling is no joke. Crochet or knit, it sure isn't. It is not. But there's no reason. I mean, you got $5, you got a hat. And I think this is the last one I got. It's different cabling than the other one. Yeah, it's a little bit. Yes, it is. It's a little bit different. But look, it's got the little furry fur. And it was the same price as this other one, which was $3.99. It was $3.99. And I was like, let me see. I think it's got the special in there too. You know, it's got that special fluff, all of that. Hey, Butterroll, all of that. Okay, so I just thought, wow, let me pick some of this up. I don't, you know, I have my hats that I've made myself, so I don't know. I probably will donate these or something because my daughter, she's probably not going to wear them because she's got like fluffy braids and it would squeeze her head. And my son, he's 15 and, you know, he ain't even thinking about this. But he doesn't wear them. If he did, I'd make him some because I asked him one time, did he want me to make him one and stuff? He's like, nah, he was nice about it, but nah. But yeah, so this, I just had to show you guys this from the 99. It's the name brand 99-cent store too. It's not like a little mom and pop one. It's the name brand 99-cent store. These were $3.99. And you know, they're pretty. See how the difference in the cabling a bit? Lord. Yeah, the difference in the cabling. And they also, like I said, had special inside, you know, insulation there. And then this knitted hat for $2.49. You can't beat it. I mean, if I was, you know, I do buy my Christmas gifts and, you know, all those little knick-knack gifts early, like birthday gifts or whatever. But like Christmas things, pick it up. Pick it up for somebody because, you know, when that time comes, you'll be set. But yeah, I looked at these and I looked at them very closely and I was like, man, this is what makes our life hard. You know, when we are trying to sell our wares and then, you know, of course, we always have Walmart to contend with, but now we got 99-cent store. Come on. You know, I wish I had the money. I should have just bought all of them and just donated it somewhere so that people wouldn't come in and see it and then try to, you know, bring us down on our prices because they'd say something like, they already tell us, I could get that cheaper at Walmart. You know, hey, Zoila, you know, they already tell us that. I could get that cheaper at Walmart. And now it's going to be, I could get that cheaper at the 99-cent store. I did see some crocheted scarf. Well, not crocheted, I'm knitted because nobody can do what we do by hand. Knitted. Okay. I saw some knitted scarves and they were nice. They were nice too. Jen says, Zoila, hi, did you get my email? So Jen wants to know, Zoila, did you get her email? Did you check it? Don't be like me. Garcia says, if you take that fluffy stuff out that hat, it will fall apart. You know what? Let me check a bit. Let me see how they even put that in. I was just impressed because when I was looking and trying to kind of pull it apart, but I couldn't really do it. I don't know how they sewed it. I'm sure they did their thing, but look, it's pretty well stitched in there. And even that knitted hat that doesn't have it is, hey, it's not magic. Say, hey, all lurking and listening. Yeah, even if it's not in there, like the knitted hat, that knitted hat, the gray one, without it, The gray one without it was looking pretty good too. So I don't know if you take this out, but I just want y'all, maybe you guys have seen it to know what's out there. This was $3.99 at the 99-cent store with insulation, cabled. I looked at it. No, all the fibers were intact. You know, sometimes you see it and it's very, very soft. I didn't see anything that was cut or looked like it was about to come apart. This one was $2.49 at the 99-cent store. It didn't have special insulation, but I was eagle-eyeing it like I always do whenever I see knitted or crochet products. And this one was the same price as the green one. But like I said, it feels very sturdy. Now, I don't know what would happen if you washed it. I don't want to wash it because I don't like washing things with these little balls. You know, I would like it to be, I would like to be able to take this off because, you know, when I make them, I make mine to where you could take them off because I don't want to mess up the little ball. But I don't know how it will wash up, but I would hand wash it anyway. I might wash this one to see what happens. Wash it on gentle. I think I will. Go on and take the price tag off and wash this on gentle cycle and see what happens to it. But yeah, I just thought that was, it says 100% polyester, hand wash, cold. Okay, so maybe I won't. Made in China, line dry, don't bleach. So maybe I won't throw it in the washing machine. But like I said, that 99-cent store chain, this was $2.49. Knitted hat, knitted $2.49. Like I said, making our life hard. I'm not a knitter, but I'm a crocheter, and I'm still unhappy because we can crochet items that look just like that. And this was the cabled. Hey, Marita, hola. This was the cabled. So, yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that. I thought it was very interesting. And for those who just came in, I'm going to be turning on and off my fan because, you know, it's kind of coldish and chilly here. But I'm a woman of a certain age and I have personal summers. And sometimes I need a little air. Angie says, I will wash in a lingerie bag and flat dry. I'm gonna have to find I think my daughter has a lingerie bag because you know I used to be all nice and stuff with my bras and stuff, but now I just throw them in there and wash too. So I don't use the lingerie bag anymore. I think I gave it to my daughter, so I'm gonna have to ask her for it and throw it in there and see what happens. See if it kind of rips apart. It would be very interesting to know. I'll do the gray one because, like I said, I don't like to do the little fur top, the little look. I'm allowed to say Afro puff at the top, the little puff balls at the top. She said I would. Yeah, we're gonna find out, Zoila. We're gonna find out. Even though it says the gray one, even though it says to hand wash, I'm gonna put it in my daughter's lingerie bag and see how it holds up to that. To see how a $2.49 99-cent store knitted hat. Let me get the price right. Yep, $2.49. We're gonna see how this holds up. So that later on this week, I'm gonna come back and tell you. I'm putting it in there. I'm gonna treat it the way I would treat my hats. You know, it says no, it doesn't. So it doesn't come off because it has that little specialty lining. So because it has this inside, I can't get it off. No way, no how. Oh, and I'm snagging it. There, fixed it. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, it won't come off. No way, no how. It's on here pretty sturdy. It's pretty sturdy. And this one, which has that gray, like I said, there's no reason for anyone in California in this area not to have a hat with these prices of $3.99. These were $3.99, my people, with that insulation and a little puff on the top. So yeah, I'm not gonna throw these in there because I don't want to mess up the puff. Well, maybe this one though. Maybe this one. This one is that special little puff ball. I could feel the whatever that is in the middle. It would mess it up. Thank you. Look, I'm saying thank you like I just bought them for the 99-cent store. Maybe I'll try this one washing though, because it's got just yarn, and if it messes up too much, I may be able to, yeah, I can see where I can, if it messes up too much, I see where I could just pop it off and it can be a hat without the puff. But yeah, I'm very curious because we all know we see crochet things in Walmart and stuff like that, and then when it washes, there's always an area that has a cut, or the cotton yarn is brittle or something like that. And you know, one good toss, one good agitation, and everything is frogging itself in your washing machine. So I've been to, where is it lately? TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is selling granny square sweaters, and the arms are netted, and it's granny squares here. It's kind of, I don't know why it's cute, and it ties right here. Different color granny squares. Granny squares. The base color is white, and they have them all sewn together. Very pretty cotton. Not, I would say maybe 2 or 3 ply cotton. Very pretty. Selling it for $20. Any of us, if had we made something like that, I would say at least 75 to 100, because of using cotton yarn that is like 2 or 3 ply. That right there just shoots the price up. And it was not heavy. It was kind of lightweight. Yeah, I saw Zoila at TJ Maxx. And the minute I walked in, I was like, eagle eye. It caught my eye. I told my daughter, hold up 1 minute. We were in there for something else, but I said, hold up. I must go and see how much they're charging and eagle eye this to see, you know, how well it's made. It was made well. It was made well. I mean, I'm sure whoever made it, I know they didn't get what they should have gotten for the fact that TJ Maxx, even though it's a discount type place, for them to be able to sell it at $20, whoever made that did not get their due. Did not. I don't know if many women contributed squares. I don't care how they did it, but they did not get their due. And we know that. We know all about that. Another thing I wanted to show was some of my newest crochet book. Had I not been in Joann's the other day buying cotton yarn that I didn't need with my daughter, she bought some and it was on sale. So I said, oh, me too. Fear of missing out, FOMO. But while I was there, I saw this book, and I had seen it on Amazon. And I'd seen it because I bought this book, which I'll show you too. I love it. Have I made anything out of it yet? No, but I will, because I'm retired now. But Crochet Creatures, Megan Lamp, right? And I happened to browse through it, and I saw the little unicorn. Now, this beautiful creature right here, I shan't be making. Yep, love the books. They're great resources. This little fella here, who knows? I might make it. When they're small, I'll go there. I'll go there. But when they're large, such as this fella right here, yeah, that fella, yeah, I've seen someone make that on Instagram. It popped up. That is beautiful, but it's not for the kid. It is not for me. I will leave that. I'm this person. And it looks big. The picture looks big, but it's a small thing. It's a small item. You know, it's a small item. And for those who are just coming in, I was and I want to make this because it's ugly, but it's cute. Let me get it, man. Yeah. It's got antlers. It's a rabbit, I do believe. It says the Wuppertinger is a creature of German folklore said to inhabit the forest in southern Germany. It is often depicted as having the head of a hare, the body of a squirrel, the antlers of a deer, wings, and fangs. And when you make it, it's a 5-inch little item. It's a 5-inch little item. Let me check this because, okay, no. I always check my messages and stuff because my son is at school and my she's at work. Even though she's 26, she's still my baby. That I will make, I love the little rainbow effect. Not to mention I have yarn. Don't we all? I have yarn that is kind of rainbowish. This is a phoenix and he's a little guy. Can't get my angles right today. He's a little guy. All right. Like I said, a lot of these in here, this one, yeah, 5 to 6 inches. This is Pegasus. Trying to get out of that glare. That's Pegasus. 5 to 6 inches. Yeah, that's basically what caught me. This is a jackalope, a mythical animal of North American folklore, a jackrabbit with antelope horns. I think we've all kind of seen or heard about that before. I've seen cartoon drawings of jackalopes. This is a hippogriff, a rare creature that is the offspring of a griffin and a mare, and therefore has the head, claws, talons, and wings of an eagle. So it says, like the griffin, but the body and rear legs of a horse. So it's got a lot going on. But it too is 5 to 6 inches. And I think too, when I look at these, the colors, just as the same thing that happens with the yarn, the colors get me. The griffin. So here's the griffin. And we have some animals in here that, are part griffin. But yeah, this book was more expensive, of course, in the store. So I looked on Amazon, as I always do. This is a gargoyle, and I thought he was cute. He's a little 5 to 6 incher also. He doesn't look like it, but he is. He's a 5 to 6 incher. So I thought it was cute, and I looked and it was like $3 or $4 cheaper on Amazon. Not to mention, let's see if I can change this light position. Not to mention, I get free shipping. So that helped too. I ordered it. It says it's the year. Oh, it's the year of the dragon. We're gonna have to make some dragons then. And I especially want to do it because of the wings. I'm a person that when I look at, now I'm sorry, this looks like a chicken with wings. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna be real. But yeah, the wings, I can learn to make those and use them on my doll, but make them cute. But yeah, that chicken head with the wings, I don't know. What is it called? I'm gonna tell you, you will not see that from me. This is a cockatrice. A cockatrice is a 2-legged dragon or serpent-like creature with the head of a rooster. In some mythologies, the glance of a cockatrice is deadly. There's a cockatrice. Looks like a squirrel. I do too. Hey, Brit. I think it's Briz. Briz. Oh, Darcia. So Briz Crochet, also known as Darcia. Hey, I love the gargoyle too. I'm gonna be making that one. It says look like a squirrel with rings. Yeah, you about right. It says I've been making dragons lately, but not doing the big ones. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I'm not gonna say to put a dragon head on a chicken. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if she came up. Now, to me, this looks like a unicorn, but it's an alicorn, and it's a winged unicorn or a cross between Pegasus and the unicorn. And it's found in the ancient mythology of many. Now, I don't know about you, and let me move over here. Picture side, okay. But that looks like a unicorn to me. It looks like a unicorn. And one thing I like about this book, there are the Alice, the wingless griffin. So she looks, I think she needs wings. She's wingless, but she's a wingless griffin. The thing about this book, it shows you how to make all the parts. So there's a section of the book where it breaks down, I think towards the back. Yeah. And it just gives you directions. Now, that is a wingless serpent. And it gives you many examples of how you could put the different body parts together yourself and make your own creature. There's a kraken in here, which I shall not be making. Let me see if I can find them. I don't know if the kraken is something they did or because it has about, where's the kraken? Okay, no. They have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They have 13 critters, as they call them, already made up. Then they have critters that they created. They have a phoenix that they created. Where's the kraken? I wanna show you the full face of the kraken. No, you didn't, Drainy. Get out of my business. No, because that's a lot of totes on the side of you. It is 10. And it's not yarn. They're charms for the dolls, mermaid tails that I made, doll bodies. At the very top, I have about 40 5 or 6 inch doll bodies that I got to make into dolls. 2 of the totes are dolls that I haven't sold yet. And the rest are all these charms that I keep buying from Temu for the dolls. So yeah, that's what that is. And over here is just like little office stuff, more charms, pom-pom makers. Look, my little new dolls. I love the baby brats. But yeah, that's all that is. Now this isn't listed as one of the, owl griffin. That's just a creation, something you can make, putting all those parts together that they give you in here. So if you are a person who likes to create your own, this is a very good book for you. I see the kraken, but they're not, I don't think they're giving you a whole. The kraken is, I'll show you a little bit of what he looks like. That's part of the kraken, but they're not giving me a full picture of the kraken. It's probably, I thought I saw it in here, but it's a gigantic looking squid. But it does show you how to make it. It says kraken head and fin. Maybe I'm missing the kraken. This kraken body parts. Where's the kraken? Okay, here's a kraken. Yeah. Let me see if I can get it close enough without messing up. Yeah, there's a kraken. Looks like they have a little albino kraken down there. But yep, that's the kraken. That green one you should be able to see pretty good. But I've seen people crochet the kraken. I've seen it a lot. Not only that, I'm sure, I don't know if you have or haven't, but I've seen the kraken hat that someone asked me to make for them for Halloween. And I had to let them know that Etsy will have somebody that will make that for them, but it will not be me. Not be me. But yeah, she wanted me to make that gigantic kraken hat that had all the tentacles coming down, all kind of different colors. It was pretty. She wanted to wear that for Halloween. And I said, girl, the amount of money I would have to charge you to make that thing, you wouldn't want to pay it. So we're just gonna say, nah, I'm gonna when people are close to you like family and something might cost a couple of $100, they kind of want that family discount. And there's some items that I can't do it. I can't do it. But the other book of hers I bought was the Crochet Impkins, and I've seen a lot of you guys have that. Let's see, I might get that book just for the wingless serpent. Yeah, it's worth it. I'm trying to see what the price. Like I said, it was 20 here when I was at Joann's. It was $28.95. Not so on Amazon. So if you have Amazon and you have Amazon Prime and you get free shipping, no brainer. This one was the same price, but I got this on Amazon at a discount. It was $28.95. I just like big eyed dolls. if you haven't been able to tell by now. So these little big-eyed critters, I love them. The minute I saw the eyes, I said, I got to get that book. And then I saw they were also small. That's me. And this is a little, I think this is like a Kraken octopus. I don't know. Now this I would try to make, but I don't know if I would give it the legs. I don't know, but you know, it's up to you. Look at that little I can't remember what they call those. Viking. Maybe he's a little Viking at the top. Yeah, that little Viking. But here too, same thing. This book is very cute. To me, this looks like a little Ninja Turtle without a shell. This is Ninja Turtle. So let's see, 120. It says the $100 to $200 on that Kraken would be the friend. Yes, yes, it would, and I would settle at the 200 because it was a lot of work. I looked at that. I even saw the pattern on Etsy. I was like, yeah, it was pages and pages and pages. I was like, girl, no, it was like a college project or something like that. So here in this book, they give you Impkin body styles. Because they got different types of bellies. You know, some of them have like a little belly. Standing body styles, they have two. They have two different sitting body styles, two different arm styles, and different body options. Then they have antennas. You have about 4 different antennas. Ears, you got round ears, long droopy cat ears, fin ears, elf ears, spiky. You got about 10 different styles of ears. Face styles, the skull mask, ninja mask, a beard, a snoot, eye patch. I guess that's the pirate thing. Face tentacles. I guess that would be that Kraken look. Then it says hair, hats and hairstyles, horns, antlers, scales, tails, and wings. So it says it gives you everything to make your own. Oh, and it has clothing and neck ornamentation and accessories. So if you are a doll maker, I'm sure some of these little accessories like the backpack and the messenger bag, like I said, some of these books I buy not just for the main pattern, but for things that can go with it. Like that little tie at the bottom, that's too cute. Now that little top hat, yes. I've made the little Santa hat before, but that little top hat, yeah, you'll probably be seeing that on one of the dolls because I thought that was cute. That got me when I saw that. So if anyone is interested in this book, it's a good, and you're making little things. Now, you know, I like the ruffly dresses. So when I saw that with the little crown on the top, just can't get my life right. I thought that little crown was cute too. But yeah, you know, I love ruffles. But yeah, they have the cutest little ones. And to me, this looks like the standing unicorn. A little standing unicorn. So I think these are very cute little, you know, if you're kind of just starting out, the bodies are very basic. The bodies are very basic and simple. It's something you can do. And even though they're making little creatures, I thought this was the cutest. Like I said, probably because of the eyes. Even though they're making them into little creatures, you know, you can always make them into little people. Put a little wig cap on them. And, you know, I like the Afro puffs. Put a little Afro puffs or something on them. And it's a person, you know, like this right here. Had you made it with, you know, beige or brown yarn, it's a person, you know, with a cloak. So if you were thinking, because I've noticed lately a lot of people are getting into amigurumi, like on and I love it, Stitching with Friends. I noticed a lot of you guys are making the little elephant, and that's how you start making the little simple things. Because I'll tell you, the first amigurumi I made, which unfortunately, when they threw things away in my classroom over the summer, it was a cat, and the cat was just a ball. And I'll show you with one of the heads. I'm working on a doll. So this is not a perfect circle like the cat, but the cat was a circle. And then you put the eyes, and if you wanted a little nose, and you put put a little mouth right there. And then they had you make little ears right here, and then little feet. When I say little feet, it wasn't like little, it was just like some little stubby feet. And then you had the tail in the back that went up like that. And it was a cat, and it was just a ball, So it was the easiest first amigurumi I ever made. And I think the pattern was on Ravelry. It was on Ravelry. It was free. Yes, amigurumi is addictive. It is very addictive. So once you start, and you get that basic pattern down, and you get used to crocheting in the round, because in the beginning I said I would never do it because it was all single crochet. Then I started seeing these beautiful dolls from Aniqua, and I said, oh, I got to make those because I'm a doll person, as you can see back here. And I just thought that would be the greatest thing, to make my own doll, the way I want it to be, the way, the skin tone, the hair, the dress, whatever. And so I slowly but surely, first time I asked her, she said, no, I don't sell my pattern. And she said, I'm not a pattern writer. And so I said, okay, fine. But I saved and saved and saved, and I bought one. Now hers were about, I think my first doll from her is about 20 inches tall. It's big. Maybe I'll bring it down next show, or maybe later tonight if I pop up. I'll bring it. She's a big girl. She's a big, and I know everybody said, oh, pink, but it's a pink ballerina. She's a pink ballerina with tulle for her tutu, and she's got a little afro puff on the top. And just recently I bought 3 of her dolls. She makes a lot of sample dolls, so now that she does do patterns, she does sample dolls. And she decided that she had too many dolls, because she has a backdrop, just a gigantic shelf with all of her dolls. And she decided, hey, I got, Jersey, it says, Melanie, so does any of your students crochet and follow your channel? No, not, because I've taught at 3 different high schools. This last high school, I was only there for a year and a half, and I was at my wit's end with the discipline or lack thereof. So I used to have a crochet club, but I quit because kids, they were running my nerve. They would get frustrated and not understand that it's not an overnight process. And a couple kids threw my hooks on the floor. And you know what it sounds like. It was just the regular, and it was all of a sudden I would hear ting, 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 and I would be like, what? I know you did not throw my crochet. I can't get it. I was like, don't you ever, ever, never, ever. And so after a while, I lost my patience with teaching. So I don't think any of them, they may know I have a crochet child, because kids will search you out. They will Google you and then come and show you. Okay, but since I've changed last names and stuff like that, and there's a lot of people with my name, they can't find me. So I don't think so. No one has ever popped up and said, hey, Miss Barnett. It says, I love it when I'm done, and can say, yes, I love that too. You have your own little creation. It says, I've learned to crochet amigurumi too. Yep. Right now, I'm going through, and what I'm sure many of you guys have done, this is a foot. And some of us understand what it means when even in anything you make, your tension in your hand changes sometimes. So this was a foot. This was a foot. Now I did frog the other foot, which was a smidge smaller, And I could have played it off. I could have, but it just irked the living daylights out of me that I could mold it and take some of the stuffing out and do this and that, but it just bothered me. So I frogged it, and I may frog this one too. And I'll show you the pattern that I'm using. If anyone wants to start making bigger dolls, this lady is great. She is on, let me see if I find any more of her. She is on Etsy, and it's called Knits and Hooks. Let's see. Knits and Hooks. Now this one is the little cotton tot, and I like her feet. So this is the little cotton tot, and I think that's the one I'm working on right now. Yes, because I just pulled it up. The little cotton tot. Another one from her. Now this woman is great because she's 12 inches tall, and this is called Little Sister. All right, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Little Sister. Now what's so great is if you notice she's got a braided hairstyle, right? But if that's not your flavor, she's got them looking like this, which the doll I bought from Aniqua is a 20-inch doll that looks like this. I think she took some of Aniqua's classes with me. I may be wrong, but I really think she did, because I see a lot of Aniqua's techniques. When I said I have a doll with tulle, this is the tulle skirt, but mine is pink. But she's about 22 inches tall. So it's called Knits and Hooks. So knits, K-N-I-T-S, and the word in, and then hooks. If you look on Etsy, this is another style for the hair. And she's showing the ears, how to make the ears, but that's another style for the hair. If you don't want the braids or the Afro puff, like I said, she's really good. And this is her showing you, as you go through and learn to make different parts. Move my hands. That's another style for the same doll, Little Sister, same doll. She's got two curly Q ponytails, and some of us who make dolls are probably familiar with her. You say, what's the name? Knits and Hooks. I'll type it in the now, let me, come on, Knits and Hooks. That's the name of the little, of her site on Etsy. Here she, now you know that's cute. That is so cute with the stripes. So that's another style. And that other dress that you saw before is the same dress, but it was just solid. Now here's another style of dress and another little hairstyle. And you got striped little stockings on her and shoes. And I do believe with her, she shows you how to make shoes that are removable and some that are permanently on. So that's another style of the same doll, loose hair. And then the side one, has anyone looked at the book, Crochet Fairy Dolls? I haven't, but I sure will. I'm gonna write that down. Crochet Fairy Dolls. Yes, because I do love the fairies. I sure do. Yeah, so she shows you how to do puffs, curly cues, single strands, braids, the bumpy wig. Now the bumpy wig, we saw it earlier. So if you wanted to make a boy, you could do that. Okay, good. So she goes through the different hairstyles. She shows you how to make the tulle skirt, the tights with different stripe colors, the dress with the different styles of dress, removable shoes, the non-removable skirt, a removable shirt and dress. She shows you, you get a lot. To me, this is almost like a book. Sorry, I'm flapping the pages in your face, but I have my fan on. Got a little heated. Here's another version of the same doll. So like I said, she gives you multiple ideas of how she's got, it's hard to tell, but one is just a straight sleeve shirt. The other one has little ruffles on it. So like I said, this lady here, Lisa Davis. Her name is Lisa Davis. This is the little sister pattern, little sister. But like I said, you see that hairstyle? That's just one of many. Let's see if I have some of her other on here. I was talking to Gigi the other day, and I was telling her I was going to be getting rid of a lot of patterns that I just know that I'm not going to be doing. Just like how we kind of get rid of yarn sometimes, you know. I have a lot of wearables that I'm not gonna be wearing them. I mean, crocheting them, because I'm more into my dolls, you know, and I'm already a yarn hoarder. I don't want to be a pattern hoarder. Is that an ebook? No, it's not. It's just a pattern that you can buy. I think it's about 22 pages long, if I'm not mistaken. It might be about 22 pages long. But like I said, and I think it might be 10 or more bucks, but it's really worth it because you get so much. I'm trying to find her other pattern. Every time I'm trying to find something, it's not where I think it should be. These are Aniqua's patterns. Yeah, I made copies of Aniqua's patterns, and I am going to put them in a book. I'm going to, oh, here it is. So I'll show you some of the patterns of hers that I've got. Look at that. That's why I have to get rid of these other patterns, because if I'm not using them. So these are Lisa Davis on Etsy, knits and hooks. So this is, I'm going to turn this on. This is the little kindergartner. So I have the little kindergartner, little sister, and little cotton tot. I think little cotton tot is the smallest. She's, I think, about 8 inches. So we've got the little kindergartner. And once again, if you buy this, she'll probably have different versions. That's Lemon Blossom. Look, I've gotten to where I know the names. This is Lemon Blossom. She's a small one too. She's either 10 inches or smaller. Aren't we all yarn hoarders? In my case, craft hoarders. Yes, it happens overnight. So this is Lemon Blossom, knits and hooks, candy stripes. And like I said, she shows you a lot of techniques. So you remember that other one was little sister? Well, this is the big sister that goes with her. And she is 16 inches tall. So this is big sister, and both of those two dolls are the same pattern. They're the same pattern. All right, so she's the same pattern. This is Keela and Pip. Now, Pip is 5 inches tall, and Keela is 8. These right here are some of the simplest. So if you were just starting out with amigurumi, I would suggest this one. Start with the little 5-inch one right there, you know. So I got that. Like I said, I'm a pattern hoarder. Sweet Baby Sister with the little baby carrier. She gives you the pattern for the baby carrier also. So that's a good one. Now, this is one I really want to make, the Bumpy Babies. The Bumpy Babies. Now, she does kind of show you with the fabric, if I'm not mistaken. It says, you say you would like to chat about amigurumi. Yeah, I'll put my email in the chat, because even when I do my sales, when I'm selling things, and you know what? Go to my about page. Go to my about page on my YouTube. My email's probably there too. Because even when I do my sales, if you look at one of my old shows, I usually have my email, like where it says Melanie's Crochet. I'll have my email. So if you look at one of my old shows where I'm selling dolls, it'll have it, but I'll put it in there too. It says, I wish I could write my own pattern one day. Well, guess what, Butter Roll? Lisa will show you how to do that. So if you go to Knits and Hooks and you look at her patterns, she's going to have an area where it says how to write patterns, and you can download that. Yes, it's a Yahoo account. Let me put it in there for you right now, because like I said, it's no big deal for me to do that, because when I sell, I have to put it up there anyway. Get in there. There you go. Yep. So that's my email. Yep. You can chat. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this pattern is cute because you have different people. You're welcome. This is Riley, one of the babies in the blanket. She gives you a little story about the babies, which we don't have to read all that right now. Let's see, making the doll. So she's giving you the head, the hands, the ears. And if you've ever noticed my dolls, I don't do ears, but I do put earrings in. I know that sounds crazy, but if you look at one of my old videos, you'll see how it works. So they've got Riley. This is Sam. Sam's got a different little outfit on. It says, my issue writing patterns is remembering what I just did and writing it. Yes, you really got to do it right after, or record yourself speaking. Record yourself speaking as you do it, which is what I heard somebody say to do. Record yourself speaking. This shows you how to make the little bumpy wig. Sorry to be licking my fingers, but I guess it is my pattern I can do. Making Riley's jumper. This is another shot of Riley laying down. So his jumper has like low suspenders. And this is Sam, the one that was with the little girl outfit wrapped up in her bundle, her little swaddle. So we have Brady, him and his swaddle. We got Max. Now Max has that little tweed looking type yarn for his app. So we got what? Riley, Sam, Brady, Max. So far we got about 4 more dolls. And like I said, Knits and Hooks. Knits and Hooks on Etsy. Knits and Hooks on Etsy. All right, that's who did this. And that's the Bumpy Babies. This one, I was running out of ink. And I did get more ink, but I didn't redo the front page. But this is the Chunky Baby. The Chunky Baby, which a lot of people were doing at one time. It says, recording is a great idea. I want to invent a voice-activated stitch counter. Cool. Maybe someone has already made one. I think you're the inventor of that one. My Word program has a voice recognition, and I talk while I'm making it and go back and clean it up. That's beautiful. There you go. Everybody listen to what It's Not Magic just said. Now, this is a little bit better one of the Chunky Baby. But Garcia, I went on my Facebook page. Most of those dolls were made and posted on Facebook by some of the crochet, sew, and knit group I belong to. They're awesome. Yes, and you know what? She does have her own Facebook group too. I do believe she does have her own Facebook group. So, yeah, this one. Let me see if she has any other different versions of the doll in here. She's just got this Chunky Baby. Yeah, like that. But I have seen different versions of her Chunky Baby with little pom-poms and long hair and, you know, all that. So this little chunky baby can be made many ways. And I think it's about maybe 10 inches tall, maybe 10 to 12. But always know that when you're making this, in terms of size, let me see. She's 12 inches tall. Okay, so the chunky baby is 12 inches tall. So in terms of size, when you're making it, it depends on the tension, you know, gauge, all that stuff. It depends on a lot. That's why I messed up on this foot. I was relaxed when I did the first foot, and then the next day when I was working on the next one, I was tense. This is another one by Ornica. She's on Etsy, Olivia and Me. She makes My Little Buddy, and these are the cutest, wootest little dolls ever. So this is the base pattern, and the base pattern, you just get the doll body. You can buy for like $2. This is the dress and shoe pattern, and it's just one page. The dress and shoe pattern, and this is Olivia and Me Boutique on Etsy. But when you buy the My Little Buddy doll base, this is what you're buying. Okay, that's the doll base. This is what you're buying. And then you can go back, and I think for $3 for this pattern, you get the dress and the shoes. All right, the dress and the shoes. But she has some cute, and I bought some cute dolls from her too. I buy, even though I make dolls, I buy crochet dolls from other people. I buy crocheted items from other people because even though I can do it, sometimes I don't want to. And I appreciate other crocheters. I appreciate what they do, their creativity. You know, just like when we sell on our shows, I've bought earrings from Vijai, earrings from Gigi. Gigi made amigurumi. What is that little one-eyed Disney creature? I can't think of what it's called. It's a little cartoon with the little one-eyed creature and stuff, and here on little overalls and stuff. Well, she made one of those. I could have made it, but I bought it because I liked hers. You know, so I buy other people's dolls that are made, and I give them to for gifts. Like I said, I bought a bunch of Ornicas. I mean, not Ornicas, but Aniqua Wilkerson's, My Kind of Thing. And I'll be giving those to my mom. And, you know, my mom, she could tell. She knows my dolls, which I never do try to say, oh, this isn't. We don't do that. She knows my dolls from hers because everyone has a different style in terms of how they make their dolls. You know, everyone has a different style. And even though Aniqua, she gives the classes and everything, there's some people, one girl's name is Barbette. Yeah, Barbette. I just bought a doll from her, from my mother-in-law. She's really good at making Aniqua's dolls, but I could still tell it wasn't Aniqua. You know, it's just little things that we start to notice. Minions, that's it. I bought a minion from Gigi, who's going to be selling with us on April 6th. Yeah, there's just little techniques that we could tell, and we're like, oh, that's Aniqua's pattern, but that is not Aniqua's work. Even though it's close, it's really close, and it's great. And she loves it, Aniqua herself, because when she gets overloaded with orders, she calls these people who do work just as good as hers. And the same pattern done by others is always different. Amen. It sure is. She calls these people who have work that looks just as good as hers, and she offers them the jobs because she doesn't have time to do them all. So, you know, it pays to do something well, because if the person who's the pattern maker is overwhelmed, they may call upon you to come help them out and take an order. And that's what she does. She really shares the love. Aniqua does. She is My Kind of Thing on Etsy, Facebook, and Instagram. She has My Kind of Thing. My Kind of Thing University are the classes. They're the classes that she does, that she sells, you know. She sells a companion pack for one that I'm doing right now. This is the companion pack, and it comes with her yarn. She's got her own yarn now. Sorry if it's blowing out. Ah, My Kind of String. And it's black, and she calls it Dragon Glass. And what she does is what you see right here are the eyes, the beads, and all this stuff that go with the doll pattern that I'm going to be working on. I haven't printed up the doll pattern yet. I'm a delinquent. That's what they call us in the group. Those of us who do not crochet along, like she'll say, okay, by Tuesday, you should have the head and the legs done. By Thursday, you'll have this and that. You make all the parts, and then by Saturday, like maybe about 2 weeks, by that Saturday, she does a video on Facebook, and you assemble the parts with her, you know. So there's a lot of great, excellent doll makers out there, and I'll be sharing some more patterns and books that I have so that you guys can kind of, you know, get a feel. And it's funny, even though I have all these great patterns and books and I'll try to make the dolls, I always go back to doing what I do, you know, the way I make them, because it's just kind of easy. I can whip my dolls up really quick, but I like to learn new techniques. It says, are you saying you don't do? Yes. That's why I was telling you, I was printing up nurse pattern. This is an equa from My Kind of Thing at university. Yeah, I'm delinquent. So what I do is I print up the pattern, and I'm gonna put it in a notebook. And now that I'm retired, I'm gonna go back and do them. Like, this is one of my favorites. It was a crochet along Kayla, the doll she has here. And I'm going to go back. I still belong. Every time you buy one of her patterns, you join the Facebook group so that if you need help, she can help you. Now, this doll right here, Kamba, I bought this doll from Barbette, who is a woman who took her class, and she made a very cute version of her. She made her own version, and it was all different shades of purple. And like I said, and if I pop on later tonight or tomorrow, I'll bring some of those dolls that I've bought from Ornica, Aniqua, and Barbette. She says, my mom said I was Miss Procrastinator. Yep, that's me in terms of the crocheting. But I did print out the patterns. I printed out the patterns, and my heart is in the right place. I'm gonna do them, you know. I'm gonna try, because everyone they write patterns differently. And Aniqua, you have to kind of get into her mode of thinking. It says, but it gets done eventually. Butterell says, I'm a delinquent too. Yeah, that's the Kayla. Here's one. The Pink Wonder Cow. The Pink Wonder. Have I made her? Nope. Haven't done her. And I'm gonna. I think this one is Miss Sprinkles. Yeah, this is Miss Sprinkles. And she is a cupcake. Her skirt is hard to tell. She's holding the cupcake, but her skirt looks like a cupcake also. Yes, not magic. I am an organized delinquent. I'll take that. I like that. I'm an organized delinquent. I'm getting there. And I tell you what I did do. You see, this is one of the dolls I bought from her. Remember I told you she started all these dolls that you see, she sold them. So I bought this middle one because they were going fast. She did an auction and they were going fast. So I got to buy this one. And I think that's the one that I'm going to give my mother for Christmas or her birthday. I think this is Penelope Pollen. Penelope Pollen, the little bee girl. And I did buy this one for my mother because it reminded me of the 70s when I was raised and it was good times. This one is, what is she called? The Fall Harvest Crochet Along. She is the Fall Harvest. Now, the thing about her, if you notice at her knee, it's jointed. It's like a little jointed knee that bends. And so I bought this doll because I love the colors, and I don't know, it just kind of reminded me of my mom in the 70s when I learned to crochet and we used to go to the yarn mart and all these colors, and the granny square hat she made for the doll I thought was adorable, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna be making these, and she does boys too. This is Elijah. And no, I have not made Elijah either. And I think this was from 2020. Big delinquent, 2020. So, you know, I'm sure a lot of people who kind of do dolls and amigurumi probably have a lot of these patterns and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm going to be going through and getting rid of some of the wearable patterns. And, you know, if it's a book, which I think I've sold all my books that are wearables, I've sold all my books that are wearables. I don't think I know I can't resell patterns that I bought, you know, like off of Etsy. Who knows? Maybe when we're doing our sale, I might kind of just give them away. I don't know. I buy them, so I don't know. I have to think about the legalities of that. But like if it's a poncho pattern or stuff like that, I can make ponchos off the top of my head. You know, I get an idea of how I want to make them. I have a tub full of ponchos that I've made for myself, and none of them were from a pattern. So I had to think about that. I was like, when have I ever done these patterns? I get drawn in just like yarn by the color and the beautiful design and of what someone else did. And I said, I gotta have that pattern. I gotta have it. And yeah, that's why I sold a lot of my crochet books in one of my sales. I don't know if you guys were there, but yeah, I was like, you know what? I am not using this book. And I may have a couple of other books to sell when we do our sale, because I was trying to hang on because I said, oh, I gotta hang on to this one. Still haven't done anything with it. So there may be a couple of more crochet wearable books that I'm going to let go of and be real with myself. But once again, the announcement, April 6th, Saturday, 12 p.m. my time, Pacific Standard, 3 p.m. I don't know if that's central or not, but I know 3 p.m. for those who are in Maryland and Florida area, and 2 p.m. those of you who are in Missouri area where Vijay is. 2 p.m. All right. So I forgot all their names of their time zones already. But I'll probably be popping back up again just to, you know, maybe I have a lot of my amigurumi books right here on the side of me in my little basket. You know, maybe there's some that you've been thinking about buying on Amazon. These are very good books. I have different versions of these. So, you know, little by little, I'm gonna be popping on, showing these books so that if you ever, you know, because these books can get expensive. And I'll tell you this, whenever you are on Amazon and you see them announcing a new book and it's $25, don't pre-buy it. Don't do that. Because I'm gonna tell you why. I did that before, me and my sis Angie, with a certain book. And then the day the book comes out, it goes down 2, 3, maybe even $5. And it hurts your feelings because you pre-ordered it for the original price. But then, you know, those who waited for the release of it 2 or 3 months later, they got the discount. I thought that was kind of backwards. You know, if you buy early, I thought maybe you should get the discount, but who knows? But yeah, I'll be showing you some more books that I got so that maybe you can see if it's worth it for you. Because sometimes they show you the pages, you know, what's in the book. Sometimes they don't. So I'll be showing you a lot more of my books that I have there so that if you are interested in buying them on Amazon, which is where I get them all, uh, You know, it says if a family sells or gives away their deceased loved ones' patterns, what can they do about it? I wouldn't think that you're giving them away would be much different. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do when I do my little sale or whatever, you know. You know, if somebody buys something or whatever, um, I'll just, you know, put them in somebody's thing or whatever. I'm gonna figure it out because I have a lot and they're printed out nicely, and I would hate to just, you know, throw them away and stuff like that. But yeah, I have a lot, and I just, like I told Gigi, I said I'd rather make way with those patterns and give them to someone who's going to use them, and then I can store all my little charms and all that stuff in the area where the in the cabinet where all those patterns are. It's a lot. It's a lot. I was a 70s freak, and I did sell a lot of my 70s patterns already. I think Ola Joe may have a lot of those. Ola Joe took a lot of my old books from the 70s crochet books, but I may have some more patterns that I printed up that I bought. So we shall see. But I will be popping on again sometime soon. And I hope everybody has a good Monday. What time here? It's almost 3 o'clock. And I got to get ready to go get my son. He's a freshman in high school, and I get up there early to get him and sometimes sit in my car and crochet while I'm waiting because I want to beat the crowd and not have to get stuck in all that traffic. But I hope everybody has a good day. And what is the saying that Tabitha Brown says? If you're not having a good day, don't go messing up somebody else's. Something like that. But yeah, yep. Thank you, Jen. Enjoy your day, and I will see all my crochet sisters or knitting later. And Jen says, later, Gators. Bye.